What's up? I'm Kate.
And I'm Mitch.
And we are Showtime Media. Okay, so welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are going to be discussing Instagram taking away their likes from viewers. So if you have a business account, I believe, I'm not 100% sure, but if you have a business account, I believe that you will still be able to see your likes. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it on a personal account. I recently read an article that a lot of people are switching from personal to business accounts just so they can see their likes from people from the countries that Instagram has taken their likes away, because I believe it's been rolled out in about 8 countries right now.
Yeah, they've already rolled it out in some countries, so it's coming, because we've had the conversation between others where they keep telling us it's not going to happen, but it's going to happen. Instagram has rolled this out, and I think you're right, 8 countries, and it's coming here, so be prepared. And we wanted to talk to you about it and more or less get your guys' feedback and opinion on how you feel about it, because I think we have differing opinions, not between us, but I think are contradicting opinions within ourselves on how we feel about this. So we were going to talk a little bit about it today.
Yeah, and from what I've read, the overall consensus is that a lot of people like it. So I'll be very curious to see what happens when Instagram takes likes away in the United States. So let's start with talking about what we personally think about about Instagram taking their likes away.
I don't like it. I think that if likes and comments and stuff of that nature affects you to the point where Instagram has to take it away, you're a big baby. That's my opinion. I don't think it should affect you that much, but apparently it does, to the point where a multi-billion-dollar corporation is going to hide likes. So I think I don't like it because as a business, having a personal brand, it's going to affect personal brands in a negative way, because now a brand isn't going to be able to go into an account and look at how many likes a picture has gotten and reach out to that brand to do any sort of collaboration or work together. You're going to have to be reaching out to those brands yourself, which you should be doing already, but it's going to eliminate those times where a brand can reach out to an influencer or a company, because those likes are social validation that you're doing something right. They are. If you go into an account that has 15,000 followers and they got 4 likes on their last post, you're not going to reach out to them for a collaboration. You know that their followers are all fake. But if you go in and they have 10,000 followers and they're getting 500 likes a post, tons of comments, their story views are really high, then that's going to be someone that you're going to work with, but you're not going to be able to see that anymore.
Right.
What do you think?
I'm torn because I know that Instagram likes do affect a lot of people in a negative way, and I hate that for people, and I'm a lot different than you. I'm a 2 on the Enneagram, I'm a 2ing 3 if that means anything to you. So I hate that people feel sad about, and it affects their mental health, and I don't like that. But at the same time, coming from a brand perspective, I'll be very, very curious what this means. I think that it's going to be a difficult transition for people who are using Instagram as a business, because like you said, you can't with the fake followers. So what makes you reach out to someone? Because you like their content, but then what if their content isn't converting? You don't want to put money into that, even though they have good content. If it's not converting, it's not converting.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm literally 50-50 torn. Half of me is like, this is gonna be awesome, because personally I won't post a picture because I'm like, well, pictures like that don't get a lot of likes. But then again, if a picture isn't getting a lot of likes, that means that I'm not serving my audience correctly, so I shouldn't be posting it. So it's like, I don't know, I'm so 50-50.
If you're a brand or you're I'm not 50-50, because if you're a brand or you're a business, your job is to be serving your audience correctly, and the reward for doing your job is getting likes and comments and shares and all of that. What, are we going to go into a workplace and eliminate job titles? You did your job, you're promoted, but no one knows about it. You're not the boss of anyone, you're just promoted.
No, I get it.
You know what I mean?
I get it. I'm talking about people using Instagram personally. Like, think of the kids that are on Instagram, and there's so much pressure now and there's bullying going on.
Not Instagram's problem, not my problem, not anyone's problem, but the parents.
I understand, but Instagram doesn't want to be a negative platform. They want to be. Do you understand what I'm saying?
No, I understand what you're saying.
Coming from a business perspective at Instagram, they don't want that happening on their platform.
Well, even from, let's talk to the people that are taking this from a personal perspective. If the likes and stuff are affecting you that much, just get off of it. Just don't post. Because if you're on there for personal reasons, it's not that it's not that important. I don't want to make it sound like trivial, but you don't use it as a means to make a living. So if it's affecting you that negatively, get away from it. If you can't control yourself around alcohol, don't drink it. If you easily get addicted to something, don't use it. I don't know. I get it. But
you can tell that to an adult, but it's a different story when you're telling it to a child.
But like I said, that's the parents' problem, and like I don't know. I don't know. That's where I stand.
I know. I'm just saying that's how I'm thinking of it too. But at the same time, I'm 50-50.
I'm not.
That's all I have to say.
I'm just saying why I'm not 50-50. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying.
I know, everyone's entitled to their opinion. I totally get it.
I'm just more harsh than you.
I know, you're a lot more harsh than me.
So I don't know. Let us know what you think. We didn't come on here with any tip. We just kind of wanted to
talk about what
riff about it a little bit.
Yeah.
Because it's going to affect businesses, and it's going to affect people personally, and maybe it's going to affect people personally in a good way. I could see where that could be, but at what level is it going to affect businesses, and where do we draw the line of, will it negatively hurt businesses? A lot of businesses run on Instagram.
Well, what I'm worried about is people won't be seeing likes, so then people are just going to think, I don't need to like the picture because it doesn't matter if I like it or not. But coming from a business perspective, we're going to have to come up with another analytic besides likes and comments, which is your engagement rate, to figure out if people are liking your content or not, because that will be an issue, because your engagement rate is what you send to brands. It's what brands look at. It's how you know that your audience likes your content. I think maybe that's, as a business, that's our job, is to convey to our audience, it really is important that you like and you comment if you are liking this content, that you engage with me, because that's how I know that I'm doing something right and that I'm serving you correctly. But I don't know. I mean, it's going to be a learning curve, but change is just inevitable. So we just have to learn to deal with it. So we have to figure out how this is going to work and how we can take advantage of it. And that's our job.
That's my other problem with it, is that engagement's going to go down as a whole, and the entire purpose of social media is to be social. But if engagement goes down, we're not being social anymore. Everyone's just going to go through, no one's going to like anything, it's just going to be scrolling through these pictures, and it's just going to be useless. It could make it a useless platform if they don't do anything about it. I'm sure they will do something about it, but I hate that, because it's supposed to be social. When if Johnny gets more likes than Frank, Johnny's stuff is probably better. And I think that's the thing that I struggle with too, is people just really struggle with hearing that their stuff isn't good. And if you're not getting a lot of likes, if you're not getting a lot of engagement, maybe your stuff's not where it needs to be. That's my thought.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely agree. I think that it'll be a learning curve. That's my consensus, is it's just going to be a big learning curve, and we are going to try to figure it out as much as we can so that we can come on and tell you what we're doing. But right now, my advice to you is not to worry about it. Keep doing what you're doing and pay attention to the likes and the comments, because that is showing you what your audience is enjoying. So I actually heard this from Jenna Kutcher. She said that she would get the most engagement on photos of her. And all she did was, then she was like, okay, well then I guess I'm not gonna post a picture of anything else, because if everyone likes the pictures of me, then I'm just gonna keep posting pictures of me. That's what people like. And her Instagram grew really well. That doesn't make sense. Her Instagram grew really fast because she was posting the content that her audience wanted to see. And right now, I think that's just what we need to keep doing. And if it's a bunch of pictures of food and you were like, this is weird, I didn't even think that anyone wanted to see my pictures of food, but it's doing well, then that means that that is what your audience wants to see, and that means that you need to keep posting pictures of food. And I promise you, you will see your account grow.
Yep. Keep paying attention to what your audience likes. Give them what they like. Sprinkle in some of the things you like too. I'm a big advocate of that, even if it doesn't get as many likes and comments. Part of social media to me is like your creative and artistic values. So whatever you like, if you like food but you don't get a lot of likes on it, put a picture of your food. Who cares? That's where I go back to who cares how many likes that you get.
Right, but then I'm like, well, you could just incorporate it into a story instead of on your feed.
Yeah, put it on a story. I mean, just incorporate those things too. I'm a big advocate of that, even though a lot of people aren't. But the majority of your content needs to be what your audience wants to see if you want to have success with that content.
Yeah. So that's our little rant about Instagram likes. Let us know what you think is going to happen, and how you feel about Instagram taking away the likes. So
follow us on Instagram at Showtime Media MGMT. I am Mitchell Lewis. You are?
At Caitlin McKenzie with 2 E's. And we'll see you next time.
See you next time.